Good morning, it's Tuesday the 19th of May. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just do a wee mixed factorisation exercise, but before I do that I'll go over the questions I gave you yesterday. So yesterday you were given those questions to factorise, they've all got numbers in front of x squared, but everything is done exactly the same way, so we'll now go over those questions. Okay, so question number 3a. So 3a, we've got 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. So you take the 2 and you times it by the plus 3 to get plus 6. Factors of 6 are 1 and 6, 2 and 3. If it's positive, then both signs must be the same. So we've got 2 pluses or we have 2 minuses. 2 pluses or 2 minuses. Right, now, which pair of those factors give me a total of 5? And it's 2 and 3. So we'll take our quadratic expression and we'll split that middle term. That 5x gets split into plus 2x plus 3x, and the plus 3 is stuck at the end. Split it down the middle, take out your highest common factor, which is 2x. So that will be 2x times x plus 1. And highest common factor there is 3, so it's plus 3 bracket x plus 1. So put your brackets together, so we'll get x plus 1 times 2x plus 3. Okay, next one, part B, so 3 part B. 3 part B do the same, so 2 times 3 is plus 6 again. Now, I don't need to do the same factors of plus 6, I've got them there, but this time I'm looking for 7. So 7 has got to come from 1 and 6. So we've got 2a squared plus 1a plus 6a plus 3. Okay, so that's that there. So 7a is this 6a and 1a. Split it down the middle. Highest common factor is a, so it's a bracket 2a plus 1. And highest common factor there is 3, so it's 3 bracket 2a plus 1. Repeated brackets the same, so that's okay. So make up your 2 brackets, so it's a plus 3, and the other one is 2a plus 1. Right, so that should be an e in there, not an x. Okay, next one, part C. So for part C, we've got 6 and plus 2, so we've got plus 12 for factors. So 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and then it would be 4 times 3. Now it's positive. Both factors have got to be the same sign, so 2 pluses or 2 minuses. Okay, and we are looking for a middle term of plus 7, so that will come from 3 and 4. So the 6y squared stays as it is, and the 7y becomes plus 3y plus 4y, and we've got a plus 2 stuck at the end. Okay, right, so now we are going to take that and split it down the middle. I'm going to split it down the middle. Highest common factor is 3y, and that leaves 2y plus 1 in the bracket. Highest common factor there is plus 2, and that gives us 2y plus 1 in the bracket. So the brackets are the same, so know that we've done it correctly. Make up your 2 brackets, 3y plus 2 from there and there, and the repeated bracket is 2y plus 1. Okay, next one, part D. Okay, so for part D, we've got 3 times 15. 3 15s are plus 45. Now, factors of 45 are 1 and 45. 2 does not divide into it. 3 does divide into it. So we've got 3 and 15. 4 doesn't divide into it. 5 does divide into it. 5 and 9 are factors. 6 doesn't divide into it. 7 doesn't divide into it. 8 doesn't divide into it. And we've got 9 and 5. So we have a pair of repeated factors, so we know we have them all. Now, the plus 45 means that both factors are the same sign. So they're either both positive or they are both negative. So 3 and 15 becomes minus 3 minus 15, and 5 and 9 becomes minus 5 and minus 9. Now we are looking for plus 14. That would give me 46. That would give me minus 46. That would give me 18. That one there would give me minus 18. that would give me 14. So that's the factors there. Okay, so split the middle term. So I've got 3g squared plus 5g plus 9g plus 15. Break it down the middle. So when I break it down the middle, take out the highest common factor, which is g, and that gives me 3g plus 5. Take out the highest common factor from there is plus 3, gives me 3g plus 5. So piece it all together, repeated bracket, 3g plus 5 is one of them, and the other bracket's made up from that term and that term, which is g plus 3. Okay, next one. Part E, so we've got 12 times 1, and it's plus 1, so we've got factors of plus 12. So 12 is 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and then it'd be 4 and 3, so we have all factors. Positive again, so both have got to have the same sign. So it's either 1 and 12 or minus 1 and minus 12, 2 and 6 or minus 2 and minus 6, 3 and 4 is minus 3 and minus 4. So for part E, I'm looking for minus 8 as a middle term. So that gives me 13, that gives me minus 13, that gives me 8, and that pair there give me minus 8, so that's the pair that I want. Okay, so we've got 12k squared, so we write that down. And this minus 8k is going to be split into minus 2 and minus 6. So minus 2k minus 6k, and at the end we've got a plus 1. Okay, split it down the middle and take out your highest common factor from the first half, which is going to be it's going to be 2k, and that leaves me with 6k minus 1 in the bracket. Now I know this bracket's got to be 6k minus 1, so compare that term and that one, I must take out minus 1. So minus 1 times 6k is minus 6k, minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. Okay, so repeated bracket is 6k minus 1, and the other bracket I have is 2k minus 1. Okay. Part F, we have got 2 times 3 is plus 6, so we've got factors of plus 6. Factors of plus 6 are 1 and 6, 2 and 3. It's positive, both signs the same, so therefore both positive or both negative. Now in this one, I'm looking for a middle term of minus 7b. That's 7, there's minus 7 there when we add them together. So therefore, I've got 2b squared, and the minus 7b will now become minus 1b minus 6b, and we have got this plus 3 at the end. Split it down the middle, take out your highest common factor, which is b, and that would give you 2b minus 1. Highest common factor there has got to be 3, but it's really got to be a minus 3 because I want 2b in there, so I want 2b minus 1. So 2b times what gives me minus 6b, it's going to be minus 3. So therefore you've got b minus 3 times 2b minus 1. Okay, next one, part G. So for part G, we have 8 times 5 is plus 40, so factors of plus 40. 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 3 doesn't divide into it, 4 and 10, 5 goes into it, 5 8s are 40. Now both brackets have got to, both factors have got to be the same, so either both positive or both negative. So that one would be minus 2 minus 20, that would be minus 4 and minus 10, and that pair would be minus 5 and minus 8. Now I'm looking for a middle term of minus 14, which pair gives me minus 14. Okay, so minus 14 is going to come from minus 4 and minus 10. So we've got 8c squared, and the minus 14c is going to be minus 4c minus 10c, and we've got a plus 5. split it right down the middle. Highest common factor is 4c, and that gives me 2c minus 1 in the bracket. Now I know this bracket's also got to be 2c minus 1. So 2c, what do I multiply it by to get minus 10? And it's minus 5. Now check that is the same as that. So minus 5 times 2c is minus 10c, minus 5 times minus 1 is plus 5. So two brackets, repeated one is 2c minus 1, and the other bracket made up from that, and that is 4c minus 5. Okay, one more to go, and that one there I'll do under here is 3x squared. So we've got, for part H, we've got 3x squared minus 2x's minus 8. Okay, same thing. So do your 3 times minus 8, and this time it's minus 24. So factors of 24 are 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, 5 doesn't divide into it, 6 and 4. So we've got all our factors. For this time it's minus 24, so one of the factors is negative and one is positive. So our combinations will be either the minus sign with the first number or the minus sign with the second number. So 1 and minus 24, that would be 2 and minus 12, that would be 3 and minus 8, and the last one would be 4 and minus 6. Now we're looking for minus 2, so that would be 23, that would be minus 23, that would be 10, that would be minus 10, that there would be 5, that would be minus 5, that one there would be plus 2, and that one right at the end is the one where we get minus 2. So when we split that, we'll get 3x squared, and we put minus sign, the minus 1 first. I did that in a previous lesson. So minus 6x's plus 4x and minus 8. Now it doesn't matter, but it makes it easier with negative signs if you put the big one there at the start. Split it down the middle, take out your highest common factor, which is 3x, and that leaves you with x minus 2. And highest common factor there is plus 4, and that leaves you with x minus 2. So brackets are the same, so we know that we're on the right track. So the repeated bracket is x minus 2, other bracket is 3x plus 4. Now, that was the exercise you had to do for today. If you've not got any of them correct, go back and check to see where you've made your mistake. The chances are you've not got the accurate one that gives you the middle term. Okay, so you have to check that. Okay, you are going to work your way through this exercise. It's a mixed exercise now, it's quite long. So what we'll do is, I will give you until Thursday to do that. So that exercise is for Thursday, so there'll be no recordings tomorrow. That one is for Thursday, and that will be the 21st of May. And it gives you 2 nights to work your way through them. On Thursday, I will go over all of them again, and then we'll start a new topic.